Hi, I'm Steve and welcome to the channel, and as it's Sunday that means it must be the second part of a video. If you haven't watched the first part, I will put a link up here now. If you're new to the channel, there's loads to see. Go back, look at some of the old stuff, and don't forget to subscribe. If you're returning to the channel, thanks for coming back, and you know what I'm going to say, please subscribe. Most people watch without subscribing. Like, subscribe, press the bell notification. Okay, right, so this is the continuation of the wiring. We'll continue this. It's going to run longer. It's going to be over another couple of videos, I think, but this is the second part of the initial laying out, so we'll carry on with that and we'll see how far we get. I've also got the light. I forgot. Got the light to wire up. That's the bracket now, it's all painted, so there's that to go on as well, so plenty to do, so I'll just crack on. Okay, after a bit of trial and error, trying different things, I've got the wiring loom laid out how I like it. That's all pretty neat. I've laid all the connectors that were down here under there. I thought I might change that. I tried them up here to go under the tank, but I think they'll just be better there. That goes to the end of the carbs, and then all of that, as you can see, I've got in the regulator, rectifier, the coils, they need just finishing off, and then that goes off up to the front, which will need shortening. But these cables which come from the all the sensors and things, even that one is going to finish too short, so all of these are going to need lengthening, but my main loom is okay where it is. So what I'm going to do is I'll cable tie that all up so it's nice and tidy where I want it, and then all these separate ones I will run as a separate cable so they can all be unfastened. As you can see, there's 3 run off this connector. So these are the first ones that I'm going to need to alter, so I need to know that wiring size. So what I'm going to do is cut this here, so I've got the same amount of solder on at the same place, so I can see the colour of the wires for all these ones that are cut off. These will need running to wherever they go and lengthening, then running up under here and across, so that then I can connect that up. That is connector E, connects to that one. That will just plug in there, so I've got easy connections, but they're all separate as they were from the factory. So what I need to do is determine what size these wires are, because I need to extend them, so I need that size wire. The sensor wire may need extending, and that's slightly smaller. I've also got the brake switch and the side stand wire, and they'll be about the same as well. Need to determine the size of these wires, because that's what I'll need to extend. I'm not going to be able to match the colours properly, but you can see what colours on that end and what colours that end, so you can trace them through. So to measure this, there's 2 or 3 ways. This is a wire gauge. What you need to do is strip your wire and then find which one, oops, get it on the wire gauge, find which one it passes through. Won't go through 20, won't go through, just goes through 19, but it's touching that wire, so I would say that that is an 18 gauge wire. So those are 18 gauge. Most of the stuff will be 18 or 16, a few heavier. But another way of telling, on these wire strippers, these are my old ones, I've got some better ones, it shows on there 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So you could try stripping this back, so you can put it in 10, it's going to do nothing. 12, 14, just kind of feel it, put it into 16, it's pulling it but it's not cutting it. Put it into 18, and that stripped it clean, and it hasn't torn out any of the strands. All auto wiring is stranded wiring, don't use solid core wiring, and it joins as well. So we know that that is 18 gauge wire, so I need some 18 gauge wire to do them. I'll also have to do the same thing with this to get, and you can pretty much see in there just by that. So obviously this is a part of your starter cable, so it's a lot heavier. So it goes on easy that way. I would say that that is 3 gauge wire. That is pretty heavy. I don't know if it really needs to be that heavy. I will look into that. So that's 3, and that's like your sort of battery stuff, which is usually about 11. I don't know. No, it's bigger than that. 8, I mean. So that is 6. That is 6 gauge wire. I'll make a note of that. That's 6 gauge wire. So there's 2 ways there of stripping it. Another way to do it would be to strip it like that and go and compare it in a car shop or somewhere like that where you can buy wiring. I've bought these, and you can see that that is 18 gauge. This is slightly thicker on its insulation, but it is basically the same wire. I bought this set off Amazon, and it's 6 colours of, not sure how much, 6 colours. It's 6 colours of wire, and I think it was £14. I've got to extend my cable, but I've got a green and a blue, and I'd either make that white or yellow just to keep colours somewhere near the same. So what I'm going to do is start taping up with my cloth tape. I'm using a cloth electrical tape. I'm going to put on fittings like this. I'm going to pull this sleeve off, so I don't like it, it's all horrible, and I'm going to put some heat shrink. So I'll heat shrink the start, and then I'll electrical tape all of that, and then they will get joined together as well. So that's going to tidy it all up. So that's the next stage, is to start doing that, get everything laid out, and then start extending wiring. Right, that's it for this time. There's loads more wiring to do, loads of taping up, checking, stuff like that, and I'll continue that next week. So if you're enjoying the videos, please don't forget, like, subscribe, press the bell thing, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think, ask any questions, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. So I will see you next Wednesday.